Hi everyone, I hope you're surviving the heat. It's 10:30 here and it's already just almost unbearable to be outside, but I think next week we're supposed to get a little bit of a break, so hooray for that. So for some things for this week, we can transplant a few more things. There is Savoy cabbage and a couple of different types of kale. And I think that's most of it. It looks like there's some more cabbage. And only the ones with true leaves, like that one, that one, that one. I think I'm gonna let this lettuce just see kind of how it grows on in these small pots. We could transplant it, so we'll see. I'm gonna leave them in here for now though. Most other things just need to be watered. There might be some, these don't even really have, just starting to get true leaves on the Swiss chard. And then leeks I want to restart. As you can see, there's like a few little guys popping up, but a lot of them did not germinate. So we will restart the leeks this week. And then we're going to pull out the cucamelons in bed 20, and I want to plant cabbage. So after the cucamelons are pulled out, not cabbage, mustard. After the cucamelons are pulled out, we'll take, I think I have maybe three trays of mustard, different types. There's this one, and this one. So we can set those out under row cover to harden off outside before we plant them. Okay, let's head outside. I haven't looked at the weather forecast, so I'm not sure rain-wise what to expect this week. I'm watering a lot this weekend because it's so hot. So I'm just hoping that we get a little bit of rain so that we can kind of hold off on watering as much. Peppers, it's Saturday and I went through and harvested a good amount of peppers, but those we'll need to keep an eye on. I did cover the husk cherries because the squirrel has just been going crazy on them. So we'll just have to kind of like pull up from the bottom the row cover on each side and see. Maybe we'll actually get a harvest out of them. We'll see. We can keep harvesting basil. Oh look, and this is chamomile growing. I've never grown chamomile before, but they're pretty. I don't know when you would harvest it to make tea, but just kind of a little experiment. We'll keep harvesting okra in bed 7. There's also okra just starting in bed 19. I noticed like one little, let me see if I can even see it. Oh, maybe it's down here. It's a little tiny guy right there. So we can kind of check on that. I need to figure out exactly when to harvest these. It's probably soon. As you can see that they've turned orange mostly, and I think you have to wait until the stem kind of dries out, which it almost looks like this one is starting to. So these might be something we can harvest this week or just start to. I would say most of them still have a little green streaks. We'll harvest tomatoes. This seems to be the bed that the squirrel is getting into, so we can harvest some tomatoes kind of early, like this, and let them ripen. Just right that we can ripen them on the counter. We're gonna do one more pass through here on the cucamelons and then pull these this week. I think we probably have one more harvest. The eggplant are starting to produce. So you can see these are the Chinese string eggplant here. And then the globe eggplant are starting on the other side. So these I would let get bigger. But the string eggplant, a lot of those can be harvested. The pumpkins are, well, they've turned orange. Again, I need to figure out the stem in terms of like when to harvest them. So I'll figure that out this weekend. cherry tomatoes are going crazy, so we need to harvest those pretty often. Cowpeas, harvesting pretty often. I harvested today and then walked around and noticed there's quite a few that I've missed, like this one. I would harvest when they look like that. There is one acorn squash in here, right there. I don't know that it's ready yet though. This is another one I'm kind of learning when squashes should be harvested. There's more peppers in this pot. The melons are forming up really nicely. I put, as you can see, a bag around some of the bigger ones because I was afraid they were going to just kind of snap off. I think I'm going to get some pantyhose, and we can use pantyhose to kind of hold up some of the bigger ones so that it doesn't just like break off and we lose them. Let's see. Oh, the Desi squash are starting to form. I wanted to show you guys this. It should get to about the size of a baseball. I've never grown this before, so we'll just kind of experiment with it, but just so you know, this is something we can keep an eye on. And I've harvested some tomatillos today, and some of the shishito peppers. And let me see if there's any big ones. Some of these are not. That one, I'd wait for it to get a little bit bigger, but so about 3 or 4 inches, I would say. And I think that's it in terms of harvesting. Let me see what else is on my list. I think that was it. So let's just all do a rain dance this weekend so we don't have to water. And so for next week, I will probably be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and after that I don't have a babysitter anymore. So after the middle of this week, my schedule is just going to be kind of all over the place until I get my kids both in school, which for Cormac is like a week and a half, but Lannon it's a bit longer since he's just starting kindergarten. So I'll touch base with those who are going to be here on days when maybe I typically would be. But yeah, so just so you know, my schedule is going to be a little wonky for a bit. Give me a call or a text if you guys have any questions, and thanks in advance for all your help, and please stay safe in the heat. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.